Hello, Libra. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of December 2020. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, Libra, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month. For the readings this month, I'll be using my white tarot deck. I will also clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And then, Libra, I will close out your reading with a Wisdom of the Oracle card. I hope you're doing well, Libra. I have a lot of beautiful Libra people in my life, and they're always just so generous, so caring, so thoughtful. So I appreciate you, Libra. All right, let's go ahead and get right into your reading. What do we need to know for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Okay, for the month of December 2020. All right, Libra. Well, December's going to start off nice for you. Very nice. Okay. Let me make sure nobody's cut off here. So, Libra, as we move into the first week of December, things come together for you in a very beautiful and holistic, loving way. The Lover's card. This is a divine partnership. This is a passion project. This is your soulmate. This is your twin flame. Now, because we're not talking about a relationship, I'm talking about this in the financial sense. I'm talking about this in the sense of, I want to say things just really jiving, right? Things just really working out. It's like meant to be. Things are perfect. Okay. Like I said, things just really coming together in a very beautiful way. Now, when we talk about divine union and divine partnership, it means that you could literally be getting your dream job at this time, or you can get your dream partnership, your dream investment, your perfect business, your dream career. All right, so this is very, very good because it means that there's going to be something financially rewarding that not only benefits you in the financial sense, but also in the heart sense. It's something that really just kind of, I just keep getting the word overflowing. Not only overflowing financially, but overflowing emotionally, okay? Next, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. This is the Wish card. When he shows up in the reverse, it's still very, very good. It means you are going to get your wish, but just to a lesser degree. So when it comes to money, looks like whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been hoping for, Libra, it's showing up for you. And it's showing up for you in a very big way. Now, we also have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is talking about really taking into account what you want for your future. The other thing about the Three of Wands is it talks about you making strategic plans in your work and in your business, right? So maybe you're at a job and you know you're not going to be there forever. Or if it is a job you're going to be at forever, you know that you want to advance. You want to move up in the company. The other thing is about your business. If your business is at a particular level right now, you're starting to think, how can I scale this? How can I, make more money, either by hiring more people, creating more product, doing more marketing, whatever the case may be. But you're really trying to figure out, how am I going to grow this? How am I going to scale this? The other thing that's good is we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse. Now, the Nine of Swords in reverse talks about that you are kind of releasing feelings of anxiety. A lot of times I see this card too when people who have gone through some areas of depression and they start to kind of reawaken in that area, not to say that their depression is 100% gone away or cured, but they start to see that they can move forward in a very positive and powerful way. So, you know, if this is you, Libra, just know that things are going to be getting better. We also have the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is overwhelming emotion. The other thing about the King of Cups that we need to pay attention to is that sometimes his feelings can be very, very extreme. They could be extremely cold. And the other thing about it is sometimes he can be a little bit overly sensitive, almost to the point of being irrational. Now, I don't think this is you, Libra, but I do feel that there are some emotions that you probably need to kind of hone in on in order to create the financial life that you're trying to create. In other words, you don't need to overreact or underreact, but at the same time, your emotions don't have to fuel all of your decisions and all of your, you know, actions and your behaviors, okay? The good news is we've got the Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles is good news coming in as it relates to money. Now, the other thing about the Page of Pentacles we want to pay attention to is sometimes his timing. Page of Pentacles timing, while he brings good news, while he brings good money news, sometimes his timing isn't always the best. Meaning sometimes he's a little bit late, or sometimes he shows up and then it's not in the way that we were expecting. I mean, it's still good news. But the other thing is, you know, just know that good news is coming and you can't expect that. All right, Libra. Let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of December 2020. All right, as we move into the second week of December, Libra, just know that you are going to be very, very busy. And I do see if you're working with the group, or if you're working like, you know, in a collaboration, it looks like some people are going to flake out on you. You know, not because of you, but it's just that's who they are. Some people don't follow through with what they're supposed to do. So that's what I'm seeing here. However, let's start here. Four of Wands, this is the card of stability. Sometimes it means things are a little bit unstable. I'm not feeling that, so to speak, but I do feel like something that's supposed to start is not going to happen during the time that it's supposed to. Now, when it comes to your money and when it comes to finances, sometimes you have to make accommodations for things that don't happen when they're supposed to. Remember, we talked about a little bit about that here with the Page of Pentacles, but you know, something that's supposed to happen doesn't happen on schedule. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means that sometimes we have to, you know, adjust accordingly. Next, we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is all about soul reflection, stepping back, taking, going within and trying to figure out what our next move is going to be. I'm not surprised that we're seeing this for you, Libra, especially because it fell on that Three of Wands. And remember, the Three of Wands is you trying to figure out how you can grow, how you can expand, how you can attract more abundance into your life. And you're going to have to do that in your own way. You know, it's not something that you're going to be able to figure out outside of yourself, but it's something that you're going to have to go within to start going deep for those answers. We also have the Devil card in reverse. This is positive. This means that you're breaking free of limitations, breaking free of bondage, letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of bad relationships, habits, people, situations that are not serving you, that made you feel trapped. But you're going to get to that point once we hit the second week of December where you're going to find freedom and you're going to find expression in letting go of these things that have kept you trapped and have kept you smothered and suffocating. Next, we have the Queen of Cups also in reverse. Now, she fell on this King of Cups, and so we really have to pay attention to how we're feeling emotionally, Libra, because the Queen of Cups in the reverse, sometimes she can be very, very cold. The other thing about the Queen of Cups is that sometimes she has no feeling at all. Or sometimes she can be very, very mean. And she doesn't purposely try to be mean, but because she's so cut off from how she feels emotionally, that her reactions tend to be much less emotionally fueled. And I have a feeling that you could be going through a little bit of that. Now, sometimes this can serve us well, especially in business, especially if you're in sales or negotiating. You know, you don't want your emotions to kind of show through. But if that's not the case, then that means that we have to pay attention to how we feel, and we also have to use our emotions in a way that's going to benefit us and not hurt us in the long run. I told you in this group project, when it comes to if you're working with a group of people or collaborating with several people, somebody's going to flake out. Now, this isn't necessarily bad because sometimes that creates opportunity, which I do see here with the Seven of Pentacles. Other times it could just kind of make the project not as exciting. You know, it's almost like when you guys decide to do something as a group and then one person falls out, but then the rest of the group says, yeah, we can still do the project, but it's just not as fun as it would have been had that person not, you know, flaked out. You know, it'll still be good. It just won't be as fun. That's what I'm seeing here, where, you know, you'll still get the work done. You'll still get the job done. It just may not be as exciting. All right, Libra, let's continue and see what else shows up for you. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of December 2020. What is going on, Libra? What is going on? All right, so I want to make sure, okay, I wanted to make sure I'm still recording. There is a few cards here. We have a repeater, Four of Wands. This is a good card. These two cards here are interesting. Seven of Swords means somebody is doing something on the down low. Somebody's not being honest. Somebody's lying, cheating, stealing. And it's affecting you financially, Libra, okay? Now, it could be somebody at your work, like say someone you work with is stealing from the company. So it's obviously not going to affect your paycheck directly, but it's affecting maybe your reputation. Because people are watching, okay? There's a boss who's watching. There's somebody watching this situation here. And if you associate with someone who's doing something dishonest, well, that doesn't put you in a favorable light, even though you're not doing the thing that is not good. Now, the other thing is we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles, this is the card of self-limiting belief. This is having a poverty mindset. And that's something that we all have to work on and we have to grow from eventually. But sometimes some people fall back into that mindset and it hurts their money mojo. It hurts their financial growth. So what I'm saying with this here is pay attention, because there's somebody around you doing something dishonest. Other people are watching, because even if you're not at a job, it doesn't mean people still aren't watching and people still aren't making assumptions about you and about someone else. And because people do that, sometimes it puts you in a mind frame that makes you that it doesn't allow you to move forward. It kind of makes you go back, right? So it's like if you're around someone who's stealing and they obviously think stealing is okay, and you hang around them, eventually that mindset could affect you, right? Or it could kind of cloud what you once had total clarity about. So be very, very careful, because this can affect your money. This can affect your finances. This can affect your mindset. Okay? So I'm getting the sense that while this is going on, it doesn't mean that it's going to totally throw you off or out of your money game, Libra, but it's just something that you have to pay attention to. Finally, we have the Seven of Wands. This means improved communication, improved conversations. Also, you being able to stand up for yourself, which is a very, very good thing, right? So even if someone may have an opinion about you, you can stand up for yourself and defend yourself. And you can also express, how you feel about certain situations, especially when they come to work, business, money, and so forth. All right, but I really want to see what's going on here. All right. So what else do we need to know for Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? For the month of December 2020. Okay. All right, Libra. So as we close out the month of December, looks like a lot of things are going to be postponed, especially when it comes to money. Like here we have a celebration that doesn't happen. Here it looks like there's some work projects that people had reached out to you for, and then they say, oh, you know what, I can't start when we had scheduled to start. We're going to have to put it on hold. The other thing is I got the Queen of Wands here. She fell on this King of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands, she talks about changes happening in the workplace. When she's in the reverse, that means these changes don't happen. Now whether or not that's good or bad depends on the circumstances. However, I am inclined to believe that this is actually a good thing, because I think the timing is not right. And when things are kind of all in awry, it's better to kind of hold off making big changes, because we're not sure of how the landscape is going to be, how the climate's going to be, how the circumstances are going to be. All right. So please don't take this as something negative, because I truly believe, just from what I'm seeing here, is that the timing is off for for something financially here, but it's still being worked out. Now we also have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is another repeater card. See, again, this is future planning being put on hold. We also have the Four of Cups in the reverse. This means that someone is going to probably give you several options on how to adjust and maneuver through this, and you're going to find a solution that benefits you. It not only benefits you mentally, but it also benefits you financially. The Four of Cups is a good card to have in the reverse. Now, I'm going to go a little bit deeper on this, because I'm really curious. All right, King of Swords. I'm really curious to see if this is something that will carry through into January. Yep, King of Swords. This is something being eliminated or stopped, and there's discussions. There's a lot of bickering going back and forth, and it will be going into January. So what I can say from what I'm seeing here is that it looks like there's some conversations and discussions and meetings going on behind the scenes, and there's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of conversation, maybe even some bickering, maybe even, just really tense, heated conversations. And that's kind of why a lot of these things are affecting you, Libra. It's because somebody can't get it together. And so that inability to kind of figure this out is affecting you. It's holding things up. It's making people stressed. It's making it so things have to be canceled, delayed, or whatever. So this is very interesting, Libra. So, I'm feeling like the energy coming through on this reading is more kind of a heads up. It's kind of like a preparing you to say, hey, or to understand that if you see these things happening, don't worry. You didn't mess anything up, but it's something going on either like with, say managers at your job, or if you're a business owner, maybe some clients can't get it together, or if you're an investor, maybe, some other things just aren't working out. There's something going on that is kind of disrupting things. And unfortunately, Libra, you can't control it, but you just have to kind of ride it out. But overall, you've got some good news coming at the beginning of the month. And I guess I can say changes start happening once we hit the middle of December, but you're going to be okay. And I think you're going to be aware of this when you go through it, because it's like you're just going to feel, it's like you're going to feel something's off, but at the same time, you're going to feel and know that you are okay. So let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Wisdom of the Oracle card. You got card number 35, Loyal Heart. Now it's interesting that we got this card because remember, we started your reading with the Lover's card. So I think this is beautiful. I think this means, trusting yourself first and foremost, and then trusting the process. Trust that, yes, maybe not everything is happening in the way that you would like, but at the same time, you have ultimate control over your life, and you will make the decisions and do what's best for you, not only spiritually, but financially as well. All right, Libra, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, drop them down below, because I love reading your feedback. And I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.